Welcome to Overdrive AF, the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. My name is Teddy Gerzon, and I'm joined by Gina Marie Gerzon.
What's up?
As always, social team coordinator, a special teams coordinator, social media coordinator. I have a sugar overload, so pardon.
He wears many hats.
We have Destroyer.
What's up?
And as always, Titan and Brajol. Way to make your guys' presence known, guys. So thank you.
It's almost like they ate the cookie.
Yeah. So the cookie we're talking about is this ginormous, and you know what? I'm gonna send you a picture and a post of it. But it's just literally like this big from a little cake. It's a giant chocolate chip cookie with buttercream frosting on top, and then buttercream icing, I guess it's called, right? Mm-hmm. And then crumbled Oreos on top of that. Oh my God, it's amazing. So shout out Kevin Simeon for delivering that awesome birthday treat to me. Really appreciate that.
Because a birthday should never just be a day. It should, try to last as long as possible.
Yeah. So as long as a birthday should last as long as the birthday balloon that you get on your birthday.
Which, in my case, last year, I don't know, was how many months?
Your balloon lasted through Thanksgiving.
Honestly, I think
2 months.
We need to, this year, we're gonna need to make up for that for last year then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mine lasted for 2 weeks, and then you're like, I'm taking over, and you pop my balloon. I'm kidding. No, it just died. But yeah, shout out Kevin for that. That was awesome. So thank you so much. Fucking delicious. The weather is changing in New York. We're approaching fall. The leaves are still green. So,
beautiful.
but the slight change in temperature has let all white women know that basic bitch season is right around the corner. The shelves are already stocked with pumpkin spice everything. I think I caught 2 women in the parking lot the other morning. They're about to come in for the 5:15 class, and they were doing lines of pumpkin spice on their dashboard. So, yeah, through paper straws though, because we got to be environmentally safe. But hey, basic bitch season is here, and that's what's up.
I mean, it's gonna be 84 today, so.
It is.
Well, that's a classic New York fall.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, today it's 65, tomorrow it'll be 90.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Oh, you're loving the weather? Guess what? It's allergy season for another 24 hours.
Wear your sweater and running shorts.
Yes. Pumpkin and apple, everything.
So, yeah, it is beautiful, though, so can't complain.
So beautiful.
The birthday celebration will continue. We're going to hit up Hudson Taco in Newburgh tonight.
Yes.
And the gentrified section of Newburgh, for all you people that know what Newburgh's really about.
It's a great restaurant, and they did a fabulous job, and their food is delicious.
Yeah.
Really delicious.
Catch me rocking my Derek Coleman Syracuse jersey while I'm up there. Nets legend. Lefty.
I think we need to make everybody aware of Desi's comedy hour.
Destroyer.
I'm sorry. We have a different relationship.
So yeah, Destroyer. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, so me and my friend Badir, my comedy partner, will be doing our second ever live show on Friday, October 15th at Rhino Comedy in Suffern. It's gonna be a good time. We might sing a few songs.
Awesome.
Making a lot of stuff up on the spot, but it's gonna be good.
Nice improv.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
we'll be screaming for you in the audience there, Des.
it's limited seats, so grab your ticket now.
Seriously, ladies, you better line your asses up.
Yeah. It's only $10 too. $10 for a Friday night show.
Come on now.
Yeah, we're trying to
Support
treat everybody right.
Support the good peeps, right?
Yeah, we'll try to make it as funny as possible.
Yeah, laugh a bit.
Not a lot of an investment for a lot of laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, truly. Only $10 for an hour of 2 guys trying really hard to make you laugh. So.
You know, we can have like a little cake, like we can just shine it, or we can, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Ready? Go long.
Yeah.
Open up wide.
Tossing us food to keep us energized.
Well, that's exciting.
Hold up, you know?
Yes.
We need that energy flowing.
For sure. So
Hydrated.
whoever wants to come should come out.
It's your first post-lockdown show?
Yeah. Yeah, we did one, and now it's almost 2 years ago when we did our first one.
Crazy.
In
Wow.
January of 2020. So we did it last time, and it went pretty good. We almost sold it out last time. And then they were like, you got to come back and do another one. And we were like, totally. And then everything shut down for a year and a half.
Oh my gosh.
So we're finally back.
So it's in Suffern, you said?
Yep.
So that's like off Broadway.
Yeah,
'Cause
off
we're still in New York,
Yeah.
so it's
What's
off
the
Broadway.
place called again, Des?
Rhino Comedy.
Right.
It's 96 Lafayette. It's basically Main Street for Suffern.
Nice.
For any locals that know what's up.
We can put that out on our, you know, on Instagram. We can put it out on
Yeah.
the app too, the OD
Mhm.
app.
Yeah.
Fellow warriors.
And the booking app too.
And the booking app, yes, exactly.
So yeah, we'll keep everybody posted on that, especially as it starts to get closer. But let's go support Destroyer in his hour of laughter. So moving on. What else do we want to cover? Guess there really isn't much. I mean, we did cover that football is back, so that was dope. High school football is back. Shout out Brandon Lynch, fastest high school athlete out of Overdrive. He scored a touchdown last night.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, and then I congratulated him on Instagram, and then he replied with a clip of Forrest Gump running all over
That's awesome.
the field for Alabama. He's like, literally me right now.
Hysterical.
So Brando,
Go Brando.
fucking good job, bro.
Just a few shout outs, warrior shout outs.
Yeah.
Rich Map, as always. I mean, almost 5 years in the making. Like 40 pounds heavier at roughly the same body fat percentage. He's been able to put on a shit ton of muscle over the past almost 5 years and hold it down between every cut and every mass and every maintenance and every wave through his programming. Rich has held on to his weight and been able to maintain that single-digit body fat percentage all through the summer with all the craziness that we've been, dealing with, summer parties and vacations and, all this, that, and the other thing. So he's been really a solid testament to everything that we do here, and talk about a creature of habit and structure, really implementing the structure, the habits that we teach and we continue to go over. So hats off to him. He's been a solid mentor even to a lot of the newer members, and he's so humble. I just met with him just the other day to the next setup for goals. What are we working towards these next several months? And everything that I shot back at him, like, he's been able to put on in this past year for himself, it's been 10 pounds of muscle. I mean, it's just, he's an anomaly. And he's just so humble about it. He's just so humble about it, and he's ready to continue to progress and get better and just do his thing. He just feels so good. So Rich, good job. Andrew Dean, who's a newer member here to Overdrive, he's been with us for a few months now.
Yeah.
Right? He went on vacation, he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew went through the whole keto thing, dropped a load of weight, but put it right back on immediately. It wasn't healthy.
It wasn't sustainable.
Obviously, it wasn't sustainable, and that's another thing that we preach here, is sustainability and always playing the long game put your mind and set it on playing the long game. Andrew has stuck to the programming that we provide here. He absolutely loves it. Even with Coach Kevin and his most recent powerlifting competition, he's been, I think a fire's been lit under his behind, and Andrew's even motivated to possibly do a full power meet within the next, I don't know, 3, 6, 12 months. We'll see what happens. But Andrew is down 13 pounds, a little over 13 pounds since May, and he's lost almost 16 and a half pounds of fat within that time. So just imagine if he's lost just over 13 pounds, but his fat mass has dropped over 16 pounds. So his lean mass has gone up, his skeletal muscle mass has gone up, his strength has shot through the roof. He's feeling amazing. He's settling into 12 to 16 hour days. He works as a stagehand in the city, so it's strenuous work. So he's transforming, and I gotta give it up to Andrew too, because he's here at 5 a.m. and he heads right down to the city. He preps his food as best he can. He gets his conditioning in as I program it in his app as he can. And there's no excuses with Andrew either. He either gets it done or he doesn't get it done, and he's accountable. So again, accountability is a huge factor in your success, your consistency. And there you go. Nothing else to say, just good things about Andrew and Rich. I had one. Oh, Carissa. Carissa is a runner. She's been a distance runner for some time.
I believe she said she's a former college athlete too.
That's right. Soccer, yeah?
I think so.
Soccer. So she's had that endurance, right? Her body is adapted to the endurance factor. And for her to come in and, add in all of this strength-based work, barbell type work, mobility, corrective exercise, all the things that help to complement what we do here on a daily basis, and really challenge herself into something that she's not as comfortable with or she's not as confident with. So building her confidence into that, allowing that confidence to extend into her runs, her long runs. So she just ran a 10-miler. I think she placed second in her age class, and she was very happy with her performance. Would we want to do better? Always. We want to strive for better, for more. But we just started with nutrition. I mean, Carissa's actually gained weight and continued to lose body fat with calorie increases. So, ladies, you need to eat. You need to eat carbs. And it's actually been an increase in carbs with an increase in calories, too, for Carissa. And to be able to pair those two systems of strength training and endurance running, so getting all of her mileage in, all of her pace running, her tempo running, and be able to marry that with the type of training that we do here. And I'm very proud of what we do, the programming that we provide here, because it's been so successful with all different types of adult athletes. And she's down, I mean, she's lost 3 pounds of fat already, and she just started. Her body is changing already, as you can see it. She's gained weight. We've increased her calories. We've increased her carbs, and her strength is going up. I can see it because we're here with her early in the morning, and she's here 5 to 6 days a week, mostly 6. She's been here 6 days a week. She's very consistent with her training, and just motivating her to just do better and feel confident in stressing her system, unlike outside on the turf or outside on the track or outside on the road, but just stressing her system and doing the hard things is what we're going to be talking about today, is actually hardwiring your body to do the hard things and stepping into the hard things so that you can challenge yourself and be successful. She's been right on it with that, and one of our goals for her is to get at least one full body pull-up, so with no assistance whatsoever, in the next couple of months, and she's on path and on pace to do that.
Nice.
So hats off to those guys and girls. Yeah, she's dropped over 2% body fat in the few weeks that we've been working, 3 pounds of fat. Her weight has gone up, so obviously her skeletal muscle mass has increased, and everything's to show for that. She's putting in the hard work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, we're just going to talk about, you know, doing the hard things.
Was there one more person?
Did I miss somebody? Who?
Megan?
We spoke about her last week.
Cool. So we did cover that.
So yeah, so I think we had agreed upon talking about, you know, pushing yourself to do the hard things.
Yeah.
And that could be in anywhere in life, and right, Thomas Edison says there's no substitute for hard work, and your brain actually needs the challenge. We need to step into that challenge and push our brain, push our body to do those challenging things that actually stress your central nervous system, stress your muscular system, stress your skeletal system, stress your cardiovascular system, and your central nervous system, which includes your brain and your spinal cord, right? We need that stress to actually grow. And especially when we are successful and there is a challenge and there is that stress, your brain releases all those good hormones, releases all those neurotransmitters, right? The heart has to push a little harder, everything has to push a little harder in order for it to break down and grow again. So growth hormones released, all the good stuff. And then we grow in many ways, right? We grow physically, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually too. I mean, I think so. I mean, the data shows that brain science is there. That we need those stressors to actually, you know, step out there. And so when we say to you guys, you know, when we're here training outside or we're inside training under the barbell, when we say slow the pace down a little bit, if it's a 6-count eccentric and you're just dropping it and exploding right back up, slow the pace down. What are we trying to do here? Pick the pace up, add some weight to the bar. You know, too much rest, it's too much rest. Or maybe you need to actually give yourself that rest. Challenge your body so that it has what it needs to grow. And then even in regards to your brain, picking up a book that you've never read before, and like challenging your body to learn something new. Maybe actually taking up meditation or some sort of a craft or some sort of a skill, right? Those challenges are what we need to provide more for ourselves so that we can do better and be better, you know? You're not interjecting. I thought maybe you'd be interjecting.
How am I supposed to interject? You're on a roll. You want me to just fucking interrupt all your fucking sentences? What do you want me to do? I don't even know what you want me to say. There's, you know, just you just can't get complacent if you want to grow. You know, you do the same thing every fucking day and you're not challenging yourself, then don't be upset with no growth in your life, right? So I'm not saying take on impossible tasks, but you know, there should be, I mean, it is in our program, progressive overload. The same should apply to your life, right? So I think it's the easiest way to yield any growth, you know, to add a little bit of stress to your life, something that you can manage, because your tolerance to it will only grow. What else?
You become more resilient. Resiliency.
Mm-hmm.
You become more resilient as a person, as an individual. We need that stress to. And pressure makes diamonds. We always say that here at Overdrive. Pressure makes diamonds, and that's what works.
Yeah, I mean, for athletes, you see it at a youth level, and you know, their coaches and parents only sign them up for the tournaments that their travel team's going to win, as opposed to, like, for instance, I know, like, when Derek Malbert was running shit for his daughters, he would have them play up on a national level, right? Even if they got their ass kicked, there was a lot to learn from it, and I'd say it paid off for both the girls. You know, so it's just one example, but you know, just you gotta challenge yourself. Bottom line.
If things are always easy, there's no room for growth, right? And they say if you're always the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So it's important to challenge yourself on many different levels in order for you to be the best version of yourself that you can be.
Boom. We didn't get into it, but how many miles did you cover this week?
So far, at the moment, it's just 11 and a half miles.
But you have 2 more days.
Yeah.
You're gonna run 11 today?
Yeah, I gotta do some today. I'll get some in tomorrow. It's all about figuring out the new schedule and when to fit it all in. But I have been getting in here pretty regularly.
Which is
Yes.
amazing. Yeah.
And talk about like pushing yourself. Yesterday was probably the most brutal one that I've done so far.
The good mornings.
Yeah. And it's especially it was those 20 RDLs to
reverse lunge.
Reverse lunges.
Yeah, that was not fun.
But like I saw that other people were sort of like getting ready to leave, and I was sort of trying to work myself through all the rounds.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. I just gotta start the 3rd round and finish it. I can't call it in.
That was good,
Nice.
though.
And I made myself do it, and
It's very rewarding.
yeah, my legs are killing me today, but it's worth it for having pushed myself to that
Absolutely.
degree.
Now you've earned a giant cookie from a little cake.
Yeah.
Because
I'll go grab myself one.
Yeah.
It'd be like your quarter birthday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's always a reason to celebrate. You can always figure it out.
absolutely. When dessert's involved,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. You know, a few more of RDLs to reverse lunges, I'll do it. I mean,
When I'll put the cookie on the floor, and when I do the RDL, I'll take a bite and then reverse lunge.
whatever motivates you. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
That's my version of like the pizza on the fishing pole when you're on a treadmill.
Put a little bit of icing on your nose.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
One challenge that we want to put out to you guys, though, is contact your local congressman, right? In February, I think it was February 5th of 2021, there was a bill introduced on the House floor to help save gyms, right? So it's called the Gym Mitigation and Gym Mitigation Survival Act of 2021. So for short, the Gyms Act, right? And it's to help all gyms, really, all gyms and training studios, pretty much anyone that offers something in the fitness field that isn't related to golfing, tennis, and something else that's like kind of erroneous, but you know, it's to help save the one industry that hasn't gotten any help this entire pandemic. So you know, a simple phone call or email will go a long way just to push it, because I mean, here we are in September, you know, 7 months later, and you know, it's just sitting there, you know. So we're not even saying it to help us too. I mean, there's 40% of gyms have closed in the last year. So, you know, I don't know any other industry that's been hit as hard as that due to this pandemic, right? So that's a lot of those are small gyms. So that's I think 40% are a lot of families that they lost everything, you know. So yeah, I think this Gyms Act should be pushed pretty hard. You know, on top of the pandemic, we're still in the epidemic of obesity. So, you know, cardiovascular disease is still the #1 killer of all Americans. So, you know, promoting health and fitness is it seems like a no-brainer, right? Especially when you can, for all you introverts, you can just send an email. You don't even have to get on the phone and speak to another human. Just send an email. So yeah, that's all you have about that. It's you guys can Google it yourself. It's Gyms Act, Gyms GYMS Act 2021. Yeah, it's even on the official Congress.gov website. So pretty straightforward. You can read all about it. And yeah, as a gym owner, business owner, we would appreciate anybody's voice in the slightest bit.
Yep. And they say when you support a small business, you support a dream. And the small business owners are always the ones that work their hardest, put everything out on the line, do everything they can to create community, at least here for us at Overdrive. Our community is very special and unique. We have an amazing energy here, and we've had, I mean, for us, we've had one-of-a-kind support from our members here, and even the members that we've now brought in from the lockdown and on this way out of the lockdown. We've even had a lot of new members come in because of all the wonderful, wonderful comments and the wonderful feedback, and just everybody speaking so highly of Overdrive and everything that we provide here. And that has to do with the community, and the community is that's our members and our athletes, the ones that are here every day and are part of that unique energy. And if you don't have your health, what do you have? Because if you can't do best for yourself, how can you do for anybody else? So we walk our talk, we live our habits, and we really make it a point to drill those habits into our members as best we can, because we want them to be healthy too, and we want them to be living their best lives, right? That's very important.
Absolutely.
And you know, all of our members are representation of Overdrive. So the fact that so many of them speak so highly of Overdrive is very heartwarming. So I'm going to ask that you guys continue to do that, and, you know, hit up that local congressman or woman, and, well, we know who the Congress people are. But just, you know, email them, call them, leave them a message, whatever. Get onto the website and do your part, because everybody ends up winning on that one. So.
Yeah. Just a reminder, Prestige Labs just dropped a new flavor for pre-workout and intra, pink lemonade. Fucking amazing. So I highly suggest you guys get on that. Fruit punch has been discontinued, but blue raspberry is always great too. Pink lemonade, fucking amazing. Get on it. Place your order. To place your order, go to overdrivefitnessny.com and click Prestige Labs, and you'll get our discount. All right. On top of that, for those of you that are, you know, you've really implemented Prestige Labs into your life, unfortunately, Sleep Multiplier is out of stock at the moment, temporarily, and so is Test Storm, but those will be up very, very soon. Muscle Egg, I said it last week, I'll repeat it again this week. Pumpkin Spice is back in stock. So we started the episode off talking about basic bitches, and we're going to finish it talking about basic bitches. Pumpkin Spice is back in stock. So let's fucking go.
Have you tried that one? Is there a review?
Oh yeah, I got it last year. Until they discontinued it because the season was over, right. And it's amazing. Yeah, by the gallon, baby.
And remember, you can bake and cook with it too. So
I freebase it.
Yep. You could just chug it like Teddy. You could put it in your shake. You can add it to your oatmeal. You can add it to any of your baked products, recipes, healthier French toasts, versions of French toast.
Yes.
You can make it work. It's really, really good. As is the pink lemonade from Prestige.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's really good.
Lots of flavor coming at you this fall.
Pink lemonade and pumpkin spice.
So yeah, that's all we have for this week's episode of Overdrive AF, and we'll catch you guys next week.